Yep.
She didn't have any.
Are we gonna get ready, guys? Hello?
The evidence, they have no way to prove that I killed him. She very boldly and almost arrogantly says that she's smarter than that. She didn't leave any evidence, and they absolutely can't prove that she did this.
But Nicole is dead wrong.
What the heck?
Once we had the information from
What
Nicole's
the heck?
mouth,
Ah,
it was
dang
enough
it.
to obtain an
Okay,
arrest
guys.
warrant for Nicole.
Yeah, I left, and now we're gonna be playing
Nicole LeBlanc is
alone.
arrested and charged with the first-degree murder of Richard Mannion in exchange for his cooperation.
How you say your character, by the way,
against
guys?
Dennis Johnson. On December 28, 2012, Nicole LeBlanc pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and is sentenced to 35 years in prison.
So when I heard the news, I felt like there was a weight off my shoulders. Rick didn't deserve what he got. He's a good person.
To this day, Rick's former girlfriend still feels the need to hide her true identity from Nicole.
I never wanted to see Nicole blushing first again. I believe when Nicole truly recognized that Richard had moved on, that he had found another woman, that he was happy, she couldn't accept that. So she killed Richard. No one ever expects to go through.
So guys, yeah.
It's a tragedy for another family. It's not your life. And I remember all of the amazing things that were important to him.
Okay, I'm gonna read them to
Our
you.
family and about us staying together. And I really want my dad to be remembered as what he was, as a goofy, family-loving, pet-loving, Patriots-loving.
But I do not want to go to that place. I gotta go to the short place. Short place.
Elizabeth Palomino is gorgeous, inside and out.
She was full of life and energy.
The quintessential immigrant who worked hard and came to America trying to make it.
So when she's discovered murdered, police have to ask, could there be more to this American success story than meets the eye?
You have to look at all angles. Was the motive jealousy? Was it money? Was it revenge?
Now detectives must sort through the web of relationships in Elizabeth's life to take down a killer.
This was one of the bloodiest scenes I've ever investigated.
It was just all shocking. It's something that you see in the movies.
My gut, every hair in my body just told me that he killed her.
Oh god, we got legendary something in there. Something, you know what I mean? Something. 3 minutes and 11. Oh god. Can we get in there now? Oh god, wait, there's a gun. Drop that.
It's 1997 in Miami, Florida, and Peruvian immigrant Elizabeth Palomino is finally living the American dream.
My mother was very beautiful. God. She was very outgoing. She was something very special.
Okay.
Elizabeth has embraced making a new life in her adopted country. And now, with her husband Percy, she's settled into a single-family home in the middle-class suburb of West Kendall. The new house lets each kid have their own room, and even comes with a rental apartment in the back.
I love this house.
I love it.
Carla, Rodrigo, hurry up with those boxes. They met each other when they were young, and the couple came here in search of a better life for themselves and for their children.
Let's go.
Elizabeth is proud of the success they've achieved together.
A lot of people are dying right now.
And she looks forward to growing old surrounded by her kids in the years to come.
We were a very close family, the four of us. Our bond, our relationship, I think it was just, amazing.
Wait, green guy's not that good.
The family is so close that in 2009,
How do you guys drop
Elizabeth
guns?
surprises her daughter Carla with a gift.
Mom, this is ridiculous. Can I just open my eyes?
Not yet. You ruined the surprise. What do you think?
What is this place?
It's your new dance studio.
Elizabeth grew up dancing salsa, and she extended that knowledge to her children. Carla was a very talented dancer.
My mom was like my #1 fan. I was 21 years old and dancing was my passion, so she was there, my biggest supporter. My parents opened up for me a dance studio where I started to begin teaching and doing my classes, something that I love to do. It was called Salsa More.
This is amazing! Oh, thank you.
And that way, Carla was able to continue pursuing her dance career and dreams while still being close to the family. The dance studio became successful, and they decided to expand it into a banquet hall.
My mother said, why don't we do a little bit more? Rent a
Revolver,
location
no.
for events, weddings. And she liked providing good service for people.
Oh God.
Making their night or day special.
This does not look good.
Helping the Palominos out at the banquet hall are Carmen and
Oh God.
Louis
Run, run, run,
Ramos.
run, 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 run.
Palominos' best friends.
This looks amazing.
And they were so supportive of the
Storm,
family.
storm, 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 storm.
The business becomes
2
successful
minutes,
immediately.
storm.
And I believe a lot of that is attributed to Elizabeth's good heart, goodwill, and relationship with people. As the Palominos' business is booming, they need more help. So they start hiring several people that don't make a lot of money. They were helping them get back on their feet.
Thank you so much.
That's too much.
You worked really hard. Elizabeth had a very soft
Oh, that
spot
circle
for
where the
other
storm
people
is.
who were struggling.
The Palominos always found a way to give up a lending hand.
With business booming, Elizabeth finally feels like she and Percy have it made.
The Palominos were living their dream finally, and I think it was that moment in their life that they could just enjoy what they had at that moment.
On April 16, 2011, the Salsamore Banquet Hall is busy as usual. This evening it's a quinceañera, Spanish for a 15th birthday party.
They had booked their party hall that night for a quinceañera. Both Mr. Palomino and Mrs. Palomino were working the party that night.
The festivities last well into the evening, with their guests having the time of their lives.
There were a lot of people there. They had a bartender there, as well as a DJ.
But around 7:30 p.m., Elizabeth notices some supplies are running low.
Hey, honey, we ran out of the mix, so I think I'm gonna go to the store and maybe get some more.
Are you okay? Do you want me to take you?
Yeah, can we do that? Sure.
I'll be right. Okay, I'll go to the store, okay?
Elizabeth Palomino, along with her friend Carmen, left the party to go to a grocery store and buy the supplies.
Wait.
Called Percy Palomino to check on the
Do we
party.
need to be in the zone? Oh God.
Percy tells
I
her
think we
he's
need to be in the
managed
zone.
to do without the new supplies.
And that's when
Guys,
Percy
guys,
told
guys, guys,
Elizabeth
guys,
to
guys.
go ahead and stay home.
No, we need to be in the zone. Hurry, 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 run, run.
Okay?
Run, 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 run. Getting closer. I need to hurry to the zone.
Percy calls it a night.
Go, 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 go. Help me.
Far from the house.
Help
No
me.
longer than
Oh God, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming. I'm not gonna be surviving. I'm not gonna be surviving. If you see on my
Percy
map.
gets home around
Gosh,
1
I'm
a.m.
so freaking close. I gotta go, I gotta go.
When he arrives, he finds that things are a little bit off.
He now
Oh gosh,
observes
yes,
a
I'm gonna be
lamp
surviving.
broken on the floor.
He calls out for his wife.
Elizabeth!
He doesn't hear any response.
That was so close to crushing me.
Elizabeth? His son's bedroom, the door's closed, and the light is on, which he thought was strange because his son was away for college.
Anxiously, Percy reaches for the door handle.
Oh God, 2 minutes
Tries
until
to
the
open the
next
door.
storm must come.
It's difficult. He cannot open the door initially, but after using some force, he's able to get the door open.
Percy lays eyes on an unimaginable horror.
The scene was brutal. There was lots of blood everywhere.
His wife of 27 years, Elizabeth Palomino, is dead.
Dang it.
My wife, she's dead.
Alerted by a
That is, oh god.
police homicide detectives Juan Segovia and Jonathan Singleton pull up to the Palomino house. Their eyes lock on an unusual sight.
Percy walking back and forth in circles. His clothes are covered
Timmy.
with blood.
He claims he's the husband.
Who wants to, I want to play Fortnite with you.
You want to remove so you can't alter or tamper
Did the
with.
game already start? Did the game already start?
Moments later, Percy's close friends Louis and Carmen Ramos arrive at the home.
Apparently friend of the victim.
They get there
Wait,
and they
I'm
start to
broadcasting, but did the game already start, guys? What?
The first
What?
Palomino called Louis upon finding
What?
his wife.
And detectives discover it was Louis, not Percy.
Oh, I have to
called the
leave?
police after he received Percy's frantic call.
The fact that he had not called the police, of course, immediately.
Can I play Fortnite with you guys?
Those are things that, as a homicide investigator, raise a flag is because
Oh, God.
he's trying to conceal something, some type of evidence.
Can I play Fortnite with you guys?
Palomino looks a lot less like a grieving husband and a lot more like a suspect in his wife's brutal murder.
Oh, God.
People would stare.
Oh.
Sorry, it's just outside.
It was tough getting out there on stage.
Oh, the best.
I wanted to be clear. I wanted it to last.
So I kept on fighting.
I found something.
I'm gonna just skip through the video if you guys don't want to see. I want to play Fortnite. That's what I'm playing with. Nobody to play with. I have lots of friends, but they don't play with me. Well, but Jonelle always has been offline because he's been camping. Playing Fortnite. Fortnite. I would be lucky if one of them joins. Well,
just spray, trap odors, and go. And keep your presence under wraps.
Fortnite.
VI poop like a VIP.
Heard about Eucrisa for mild to moderate eczema? It can be used almost everywhere, on almost everybody.
The arm of an arm wrestler?
The back of a quarterback?
Is there a fairy?
Prescription Eucrisa is a nose-to-toes eczema ointment. It blocks overactive PDE4 enzymes within your skin.
And it's steroid-free.
Do not use if you are allergic to Eucrisa or its ingredients. Allergic reactions may occur at or near the application site. The most common side effect
Oh
is
my
application site pain.
God.
Ask your doctor about Eucrisa.
I was gonna invite one of my friends. Dang it, I invited some of them, and he just screwed me up.
The new spin and brush from Conair. The barrel rotates as warm air flows to dry, brush, and style all at once. For big, beautiful volume and long-lasting shine. The spin air brush, only from Conair. Getting run down could be the start of getting sick. That's why there's new Ricola Herbal Immunity. It boosts your body's defenses and fights fatigue naturally, so you can stay on top of your world.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. Many people with Medicare may be able to
Please play Fortnite with me, Mad Maze.
You may be able to get dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drug coverage included in your plan. The
What, Mad
Medicare
Maze?
Coverage Helpline is accepting calls to see if you're eligible to enroll now.
Hi.
You'll be able to get extra benefits, including dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage.
Are you playing Fortnite?
Making sure you go to the doctor and taking all your medications as prescribed
Okay.
can help protect your health.
I want to invite you.
That includes coverage for dental, vision, and prescription drugs. Help protect your health by choosing the right plan for you and get all the benefits you deserve.
Call to see if you may be able to get extra benefits, including dental, vision, and prescription coverage. Don't delay. Call to see if you're eligible to enroll and may be able to get extra benefits now.
What?
Call 800-881-1300. That's 800.
Oh, no, my mom's watching TV in her room.
Mom, go ahead. I got to be killed somebody. My sister? The day that Ella was born, parents
can you invite me?
Years later, he destroyed my life. Parents know.
But you already in the game?
He is dark.
Yeah.
So you can't invite me yet?
It's so obvious that he needs help.
The family I have.
Oh, found you.
Next Thursday at 9. Only on Investigation Discovery.
Well, explain doors.
On April 17th, 2011,
Why did you?
police are called to a gruesome scene. Beloved wife and mother Elizabeth Palomino has just been discovered murdered in her suburban home.
As we do in all cases, we start from the inside out with the people most closest related, most intimately involved.
Mad Maid found you.
And work our way out. And in this one, it was Percy Palomino.
Especially when they learn from friends of the Palomino.
Wait, did I invite you, Mad Maid?
His husband wasn't the person who called 911.
What was unusual about this case was it happened at home, and the husband didn't initially call the police.
Louis and Carmen Ramos are also able to help police build a timeline for the night of the murder.
We understand that Carmen Ramos dropped off Liz Palomino at 10 o'clock p.m. and Percy Palomino showed up shortly after 1 o'clock p.m. So there was approximately a 3-hour window here where Elizabeth Palomino Detectives Juan Segovia and Jonathan Sable head inside to examine the crime scene. Just as the victim's daughter, Carla Palomino, arrives.
When I
want to try to invite you one more time.
I remember, getting out of my car, and everything I see is like the street roads with crime scene.
Yeah, I know that.
Officers inform Carla of her mother's brutal murder.
My maid, found you.
Your mother's dead. Like
61 alive. Unable, not in game.
Understand what was going on.
Not in
Carla
game.
refuses to believe
Unable.
it.
My thoughts were like,
Not in game. Not in game. Not in game. So I can only invite the people that's not in game.
Imagine seeing him crying in the back of a police car.
Or people that
just all shocking.
not in game. Not in game.
Real. That wasn't able even to speak to him. And that's when I even started crying more. It was really,
I'm
really
clicking
tough.
every single one of them. Yeah.
What the hell is your mom watching?
Back inside the Palomino house, Sable and
Murder
Segovia turn their attention to the crime scene and come face to face with a horrific sight.
Tell me when you're out of the game. You can invite me when you're out of the
Where the body
game.
was going to be a bloody mess.
Watch your footing.
Oh, Jesus.
You could tell that there was some type of struggle, and there was a large pool of blood where Elizabeth's body was discovered.
Looks like she never had a chance.
No.
Hello.
She did. She had defensive stab
Okay,
wounds on her
Mike.
hands, her forearms.
Let's go.
Murder is brutal, usually indicates a passion. It's a very personal, up-close attack, and usually means that the person who committed the act is known to the victim.
Like her husband, Percy.
In this case, the flags are just so overwhelming that they all point to one person. To me, at that moment, I knew I had Percy. Now I just have to build on it.
But until they find some physical evidence to directly tie him to the murder, all they have is speculation.
As far as...
Wait, can you invite somebody that's in a game?
The main thing that I wanted to locate was a knife that used in the attack, and we did not locate that on scene.
However,
Yeah, I'm not going for that
as they continue to comb for clues, Segovia and Sable make a startling discovery.
Hey, partner, look at this.
Wait, can you go over to the window circle? Like, can you go over to that little island over there?
Outside of the
Over there that's far away from this
Hoping it will lead them to their murder weapon, detectives follow the blood.
I feel glorious. Have a chance to start again. I was born for this.
Are you gonna join me or you're in a game?
I'm in a game.
Out their apartment. And there was a young man
you can invite me,
Lopez,
can't you?
Who became their tenant.
If I'm in a game.
Alejandro Lopez was a 29-year-old young man struggling to get by, full-time student in culinary school, trying to fulfill his dream of becoming a chef.
Thank you so much for everything. And so I'm gonna have the rest of you next week.
Oh, not a problem.
You sure?
Yeah, sure.
Now, we were interested in Alejandro Lopez because there was a trail of blood leading to his efficiency.
Hi, sir. We're detectives. We ask you a couple questions. Open the door, please. What's going on?
Your neighbor, Elizabeth Palomino, was killed tonight. And where were you?
I was here.
Alejandro Lopez's demeanor at the crime scene was quiet. Maybe he was a little bit in shock.
Segovia and Sable note that Alejandro appears to have no obvious traces of blood anywhere on him. But, as the Palomino's tenant, detectives can't overlook his connection to Elizabeth.
I mean, I was working, but I got here around 9:30.
If Elizabeth was killed after her friend Carmen dropped her off around 10 p.m., then Alejandro would have already been home. But he claims he heard nothing unusual that night. Certainly not the sound of a woman being stabbed to death right next door.
Are you sure? Really? Nothing?
That was a little bit unbelievable. He was so close, maybe less than 15 feet from where the actual murder took place. It's strange that he did not hear anything. How could you not hear anything from inside the residence?
This makes Alejandro Lopez a suspect.
Would you mind coming down to the station with us?
No, I guess not.
Hours into the investigation, detectives now have two potential suspects with two very different connections to Elizabeth, the Palomino's tenant, Alejandro Lopez, and Elizabeth's husband, Percy, whom police have brought in for more questioning.
How you feeling, Percy? You seem pretty calm.
I just wanted to inject a little emotion in him. I wanted to get him a little rattled.
Believing he has something to hide, Segovia puts the screws to Percy.
I want you to look at this. See this? This is your wife. You know what, Percy? I think you did this. You better start talking.
He was trying to explain himself, saying, I'm not involved. I only discovered my wife deceased.
Even though Percy appears genuinely distraught, detectives have seen suspects act this way before, and they can't be sure he's telling the truth.
Why was it that upon finding her, Mr. Palomino didn't immediately call 911? Why would he call his best friend first?
Not one single thing!
There was three basic questions that he couldn't answer.
How is it you're covered in blood? Better start talking! Come on!
He says when he first saw his wife laying on the ground in a pool of blood, his first reaction was to check on her, to see what was wrong, to see if she was still alive.
I tried to wake her up!
And just the amount of blood on the scene, he transferred onto him very easily.
Detectives still have their doubts, but without any physical evidence to connect him to the murder, they realize their case against Percy Palomino isn't on solid ground. He's free to go. His daughter Carla is there to collect him.
The last time I saw him was in a cop car. Being together and just being able to hug my father and just, crying was just so sad, so sad.
After Percy Palomino left, I felt empty, but the truth is, I was pretty rough on this guy. But I had to eliminate him.
Even with Percy Palomino cleared, detectives have one more person to question, the Palomino's tenant.
At this point, we start looking at Alejandro Lopez.